Welcome to Giordano's Vintage Motors in sunny Carnation. We're going to do a little walk around of our newest cars here. It's a 1929 Stutz Blackhawk. Just a new addition to the inventory here. Really a pretty full classic car that is locally owned. Beautiful restoration of a California car that was recently brought up here. Really interesting car. We're going to do a little walk around. The car appears to be its original livery color of brown over kind of tan. This car has gone through a significant restoration, mechanically, cosmetically, and I'll just let the car speak for itself. I'm going to point out a couple little interesting points about the car. We're going to be doing just a walk around here. We're not going to be driving the car today. We'll try to get this car out and driving. It's a very good driving car. This is based on a little bit shorter Stutz wheelbase chassis. Some of the longer, little bit longer cars, some of the full classic convertibles and roadsters, and the Stutz, of course, are known in their era for being very high performance, fast cars, doing very well at a variety of races, including the Indianapolis 500. This car, of course, is not a race car. It's a four-door saloon or sedan, and we're going to be just kind of giving a little bit of a view of what we got here. As you can see, this car's had a pretty significant restoration. I don't think there's an area of the car that hasn't been gone through, and had a real sympathetic restoration to the wood, the interior. It's kind of an oatmeal cloth. You can still see it has the nickel fixturing on it. Some of the nickel pieces have been chromed. I've been told that's not exactly correct. In a couple cases where maybe the outside door handles, there's a few things that are supposed to be nickel that the previous owner, when they restored it, went to chrome. The car does show 50,665 miles here on the odometer. Believable, I suppose. This car has obviously been very well taken care of. Appears to be very original. Has all the terrific late 20s pieces on it. We've climbed underneath the car. It appears to be just terrific as far as the condition of the car, as far as rust and damage. A couple things I'll point out. It does have the dual side mounts here, turn signals, has the trip lights on them, trip safety lights, which are huge. These are just terrific. These are the trip speed light models. Of course, the big Ryan light headlamps. And we have the Stutz, of course, the little emblem there. The Blackhawk, again, is a little bit smaller wheelbase car. It does share a lot of the pieces and parts and engine as the bigger, more expensive Stutzes. This car was brought out, I believe, in 28 or 29 to be kind of a separate kind of product line for Stutz. But it does have the overhead valve Blackhawk 6, which is a terrific engine. Stutz Motor Company. This overhead valve, just this thing runs like a locomotive engine. You can lug it down and just idle it down to any speed you want. The original magnesium, the zinc magnesium, I think, single carburetor was problematic. That combination of metallurgy tends to fall apart and turn to dust, and so that was replaced here by the previous owner with a very expensive, I think, dual Stromberg from the 1920s. Rebuilt, very expensive carburetors, a couple $1,000s a piece to purchase. Obviously the air cleaners are aftermarket and late. But then a special custom dual carb manifold was manufactured here locally for the car. Again, a very similar thing you'd see in a higher end car like a 1920s or 30s Cadillac. So this car has a bit more performance than stock, and actually runs very well, shifts very well, drives down the road as good as you would expect of a car from this era. And it's just a charming car. Really a usable car as well. It drives very well, very well restored, put together. We haven't finished up all the detailing on the car. We have a bit more cleaning to do, but a truly stunning piece of automotive art in some ways. So anyways, we'll try to get this car on the road to get a view of what it looks like. We're going to just do a quick view underneath the car. Again, we haven't detailed this car really hardly at all. So we're going to be seeing some dirt. This car, previous owner, lived kind of on a dusty gravel road, so we haven't really cleaned up the, haven't really had a chance to detail underneath here to the extent that we'd like to. But we will get around to that and hopefully get the underside of this car looking as good as the top side looks. But you can see it's nice condition. This is not a rusty car. This car has been well taken care of. Has the painted spoke wheels, and of course the Blackhawk wheel emblems there. Oop, looks like we zoomed in when we didn't want to. Okay. Again, as we always say over videos, there's no chance of these winning any awards for terrific cinematography or narration, but hopefully it'll be helpful for potential buyers or people interested in these cars, to enthusiasts, to get a little bit of look at what this car is and the condition and so forth. But again, terrific chrome, just a beautiful car. And we'll take a quick look at the other side of the engine. One of the things we'd like to do here is take this exhaust manifold and do some nice detailing on it, but you can see the engine, very interesting detailing, the starter, exhaust system's been redone. So this car's had a real nice sympathetic restoration. And as always, we'll fix that in a minute, you can see us on the web at www.giocars.com. That's giocars.com. This car is in there with tons of photographs. The video will be up there on YouTube. You can call us directly, ask for Jim at 333-5600. And we look forward to more videos about our ongoing inventory at Giordano's Vintage Motors here in Carnation. We always have 50 cars and 50 vintage motorcycles and paraphernalia, parts, and all kinds of fun stuff. So thanks for listening, and we look forward to doing more videos on YouTube.